We're still in section 3.1 and we are going to use the definition of the derivative to find the derivative of a simple function. So let me add a page below. And the simple function that I'm going to use is f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3. Okay, that's the simple function. Okay, so well, we have to use the definition of the derivative. Let's just hop back to this page, and there it is. Let's grab it. This is the derivative. It's going to disappear while I grab it. And I'm going to go back. And so this is what we're using. We're using the limit as h goes to 0 of the difference quotient. I'm going to move this actually up for a minute. It disappears while I move it up because I'm going to need some room to work here. Okay. So what do I need to do? Well, I start with, I'm going to take the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h. I'm going to put this in brackets. So I have 2 times not x, but x plus h, and I'm going to square that, minus 3. That's f of x plus h, and I'm going to subtract from that f of x. And there's f of x. And this entire thing is going to be over h. Okay, so I need to expand this. So I'm going to need to expand the binomial. And so I have 2 times, and if I expand x plus h, it's the square of the first plus 2 times the first times the second. So 2xh plus the square of the last. Close the parenthesis, minus 3, close up f of x plus h. Now I'm going to distribute the minus sign here. So I have plus a negative 2x squared. A negative times a negative is a positive, so plus 3, right? I'm distributing, what I just did there was I said add the opposite, and that negative sign is distributed to the 2x squared and then to the negative 3. And that's what I get. Okay, so let's draw our bar. And this is all over h. Okay, so this is the limit as h goes to 0 of, I'm going to distribute the 2, right? I've got this 2 that has to be distributed to all 3 terms here. So I have 2x squared plus 2 times 2 is 4, xh, plus 2h squared. Then I've got a minus 3 there, and then I have plus, I could say plus a negative 3, plus a negative 2x squared plus a 3, and let's draw our bar across here like that, and then we have an h. Now, let me grab the red because some things will cancel out, and this always happens with canceling out. So the 2x squared and the negative 2x squared cancel out. The negative 3 and the 3 cancel out. And so here's what I'm left with. I have the limit as h goes to 0 of, in the numerator I have 4xh plus 2h squared, and that's all over h. So I'm going to factor out that h. The h factors out of the numerator, and I want to get rid of the possible divide by 0 error that I would otherwise have. I want to get rid of that h in the denominator. So if I factor the h out of the numerator, I have h times 4x plus 2h, and I draw my bar. This is all over h. And by turning this into products of facts, I can cancel out the h's. And I end up with the limit as h goes to 0 of 4x plus 2h. And this limit says h is going to 0, which means 2h is going to 0. So what is left is 4x. Oh, we have it. So f prime of x for the function 2x squared minus 3 is 4x.